Welcome to the fifth episode of the Out on Loan podcast. I am your host, Jeffrey Canova, joined by my good friend who is getting payback on me now from last week. Respects and props to him. Aritra, yeah, you can kiss the badge. Yeah. You know what? Have your moment, bro. Have your moment. Have your nice little celebration as we go into international break. Have your moment. He's with the shades now. My shades are better. I'm just not gonna lie, but do the Bruno. Yeah. Go ahead. No. Go. Continue. Do what you have to do, brother. He's happy. I know a lot of Man United fans are happy too.
Tell me about it.
Are you gonna say something?
Tell me about it. Of course I'll say. I can take the next 30, 40 minutes, even hour, 2 hours. Hell, I'll take the whole night if needed be to talk about everything. Talking about how Manchester United season is over. 2 games in, they're done. Man, let me just tell you, season just started. Like it said,
season is still over. Season is
like
still
it
over.
said in the subtitle, under my name, season is over? Question mark. Season just started. Remember Kobe Bryant? Remember Kobe Bryant once famously said in the 2009 Western Conference Finals after it was over.
Putting Kobe Bryant and this Manchester United team in the same conversation is hilarious.
He said, "Job's not finished." Job finished? I don't think so. 3 games in, job finished? No, Mr. Jeffrey. No. We still got a long way to go. Hasn't even been 10% into the season yet, I think, as long as my mathematics are correct. So, let's calm down on the overreactions. Let's calm down on the negativity that, the English press, the whole world press in general, really thrives on the demise of Manchester United. We still have a lot of football left to play. And I actually have a lot of statistics that I want to show to you and our viewers about the football that we're playing is actually good. The only thing that's really lacking is goals. And once the goals start coming in, the points are going to start coming in. The wins are going to start coming in. Little by little, Manchester United, it's not that banter club. It's that champion club that we once used to fear.
You're done. All right, you're done. You had your moment. It's 3 minutes.
I told you, I just started.
No, done. You're
done. Okay.
You're carrying yourself away now. Stop.
Okay. All right.
Look. I don't think we posted it out yet, but I'm just gonna say I called it. I said United were gonna get a result right near the end of our show. So congratulations to United on a narrow 3-2 win against Burnley with a Bruno Fernandes penalty.
And wait. Remind me what you said about Bruno Fernandes last week or last episode.
No, he still needs to be sold. It doesn't matter. He still needs to be sold. Congratulations on the penalty. Like that's beautiful against the mighty Burnley. Congrats. Congrats, Bruno. Congrats, United fans. You got a 3-2 win against Burnley. And the season's already just started. Yeah. Sure.
I mean, you guys also barely got a 2-1
You are right, though.
Win. Sure, you had like 2-3 offside goals.
Talk about them. We'll talk about them soon. Don't worry. Let me finish off on United. Let me just say this. Cool. They played a bit better. Sure. Okay. They got rid of Garnacho. Sure.
Oh man. Well, yeah. A lot to talk
they got a win before international. They won before the international break. Cool. Right. But nothing changes. It's still the same. Still the same. A lot of things change. They're gonna get.
We're not even the worst club in Manchester. Let me just say that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was the other reason why I covered my face, because
you said that Man City were gonna be champions.
Hey,
okay.
If you want to play that whole season just started, I'll play too. The season just started.
Okay, that's fair. Through. That's fair.
If you want to play that game, I'll play that game
All
too
right,
with
all
my
right. No,
Manchester
you got a
team.
point. You got a point. You got a point. Well,
Yeah,
all right.
that's right. That's right.
Let's get into some serious
I'm not
discussions,
over.
right?
See, I'm not overreacting on City because City has proven it so many times again. They can have a bad start and they'll still win the league. They
Okay.
can have a bad start in any game and they can still win the league. They still got Holland. They still got Sherky. Well, that's the other problem. They probably got him out for 2 months now.
He said he wanted
Yeah,
to
he's out
kill
for 2 months.
Manchester United, but then
Yeah,
now
we're
he's ducking.
Yeah. No, oh, ducking? Whoa! Don't disrespect my boy like that. Come on now. Even though he's not my boy,
But he said he wanted
I
to
love
kill
watching.
Manchester United.
Yeah,
What
but his
happened?
leg got killed. I think he got an injury. That's why.
That's
It's not his fault.
Well,
Man United probably got a hit on him.
maybe
That's
he
why he
should have
got
been
injured.
careful by not trying to kill Manchester United. Maybe he should have played
Oh,
better in that Lyon game.
Yeah. Sure, bro. Sure, buddy. But yeah, no. We'll go back to United.
Yeah, enough trolling.
Quickly, what went well? What went well for United?
All right, so, yeah, honestly, it's the same story as we saw in the other two Prem games as well against Arsenal and Fulham. Great start again. First 7 to 10 minutes, amazing play. Great chances created, really big chances created. Very positive play. Honestly, very, very dominant. And you could the stats show it too. In the XGs, we dominated in the shots, whether it's total shots, shots on target, whatever. It's all Manchester United. And now you may wonder, well, how was the score 3-2 then? Barely. Well, it's the age-old saying, and it's not just in football, but I think it just applies to almost all the sports that we play in general. If you are given the opportunity to put the game away, to put your opponent away, but you don't capitalize it in it, you're just giving more opportunities for your opponent to come back into the game. And that's exactly what happened. In that first half where we led 1-0, that should have been 3-0, 4-0. There was no way when Ahmad missed a clear goal, but he skied it high. Xerxes had the ball right in front of him, but he just could not get a proper foot in it, and then tried to act like he got foul-ish. I'm pretty sure there was a couple other chances too, from Mbumo and Cunha that also got saved. All goes to show that if we don't, capitalize on those chances right away, you're just giving the opportunity for the opponent to come back, and that's what Burnley did. They had this one very nice possession of play where they got the ball in the dangerous area. They were super clinical with it. I think that was their first, maybe second proper chance they had at a shot on target. Goal, 1-1. Short, literally the next minute, Mbumo was able to score his first Premier League goal, and finally get off the board after being playing so well the last 2-3 games. But once again, get the ball again in the dangerous area, cross it in, goal again. Sorry, I believe that was the second goal. I think it was the first one that was off a set piece, or it was off a free kick. I can't exactly remember, but yeah, and thankfully we got lucky. Ahmad, he was making a move into the box, and that same guy, Jadon Anthony. Can you believe that there's a Burnley player named Jadon Anthony who tied the game up 2-2, but then was the same guy that pulled Ahmad's shirt all the way into the penalty box that got us that penalty in the dying minutes. Jadon Anthony, you cannot make this up. But anyways, yeah, we got the chance. Bruno got another opportunity to show that he's not washed. He's the Portuguese Magnifico, right? That he's not washed. If anything, he's super clutch. He's been clutch the last 5 years.
He just scores the pens.
Dying minutes, everybody again staring at him. Had all kinds of pressure. And guess what? Still calmly binned it off. It was an amazing penalty too. Bottom left, right by the side netting-ish corner, with great shot power too. No chance for the goalie to save. And then obviously, he had a very strong reaction and was passionate about it, and people had problem. Ruben Amorim was looking at the Stretford end at the fans' reactions. People had a problem with it. It's anything that Man United do, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. There's going to be a problem, no matter what.
That is true.
So, yeah, all that to say is, and if you can like show them the first picture that you showed.
Yes, sir. I got you.
Speaking
Night.
of Mr. Ruben Amorim, how just a week ago everybody was calling
Oh, I
his
like that you
heads
brought
off.
in. No, I like that you because funny enough, I didn't realize what images you brought in to today's show,
Hmm.
and I was like, maybe in the future we should have like our expected goals, like how we rank and stuff. Dude,
Right.
thank you for bringing that on. That is
Yeah, of
awesome.
course. I mean, like at the same time, we've had like 3 games played, so I thought, you know what, maybe now's the time to sort of see like how we compare across like the other teams and
Yeah,
like as
I mean
we
it's
head
still
into
early,
this
but
international break. Right.
right,
And you'll see in some of the big offensive categories, total shots, Man United ranked first, 55. Expected goals, Man United first place. Shots on target per game, fourth. Touches in opposition's box, first.
that's a big
Accurate
one. That's a
crosses
big one.
in the game, first. Accurate long balls in the game, first. All that tells me is that Amorim's formation or the tactics that he uses to play,
Right, right.
it's definitely working. The players understand the tactics that he's trying to get the players to buy in, and they are executing it. And you could like see that from the eye test too, not just stats. You could see the way Brian Mbumo is really widening the pitch and just like spreading out the Burnley defenders that like create so many spaces. You could see how the way Cunha is just driving up with the ball and getting some shots in. You could see how the way Bruno, despite into playing like a center mid instead of an attacking mid, his original position, still creating those big chances. And we also have like obviously our the wing backs and Ahmad or Dorgu or Dalo. They're like putting some good crosses in. All that goes to show is that we do it all well, even into the third, like final third of the field, in getting the chances, in getting the ball in the dangerous areas. We just can't get the ball. Forget the back of the net. Like just cross the goal line properly. That's it. Like once that starts to happen, and once you can do that early, once you get those chances and capitalize them, you will win the games. You will win the games, 3-0, 4-1, 5-2, whatever. You will get those points that you've worked so hard for right off the bat with the energy that these guys bring in to the first 5-10 minutes. We just need those goals to come in. And once those goals can come in, you will see Man United actually playing well, winning games, not having to wait until the dying minutes, as iconic as it is in Old Trafford, to wait until the dying minute, Fergie time and everything. And sure, it's like a great feeling to watch that, but not every game has to come down to that. I just want to watch a boring game, like a chill game, where I like sort of enjoy those like the attacking flair that these guys bring in, that 10 minutes, 15 minutes, but turn those into goals, man. Once we turn those into goals, I also want to see them like defend properly. Well, when like the other team is like coming in with a flurry of chances, like give me that 3-0 like boring game. Like I'd like to see a little more of that. Just like calm my heart down a bit, not be
Just
too
kill the
anxious.
opposition. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
And
So
yeah.
no, that's fair. No, I completely agree. Like I hear your points, and I think again, this is all nice and great for certain games against Burnley, against whoever they played last time around. But there's always going to be problems, and there's going to be issues.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the main issue that I shout out, check our Instagram account, check our TikTok too, at the Out on Loan Pod, was I think a lot of it has to do with mentality,
Okay.
because mentality comes with being clinical, being decisive, and being efficient.
Right.
This is all nice and beautiful. These stats, like, sure, it comes down to the players and who he's choosing and how we're getting him into those spots to be more clinical.
Mm-hmm.
And then you brought up another point, the defense. You guys are conceding way too many goals at the start of the year against Brinsby. How many did you see? Like 2?
I mean, man, Grimsby, that's just
Grimsby,
that's just a
sorry,
Carabao
Grimsby.
Cup game. But like, yeah, that was 2 goals, fine.
That's
But so
atrocious.
far,
2 goals.
this
Against
season, two,
Burnley,
three.
another 2.
What is it like?
Pens,
Four
careless play.
goals in 3
So
games. I mean, that's just like a goal a game.
again, my thing will be part into the manager. Him with cool. I think Bruno had a great game, but again, it's against Burnley. I expect you to do better. I expect you to perform against these teams. These are the teams that I need you to see beat to get to the Champions League, to get to a title content. Like I expect you should be smoking these teams.
Yeah,
which is why we're disappointed with City, which is why we're frustrated with with Arsenal when they drop points against these teams. Like I expect you to better, but there is positive signs, which is why I said Ruben is not going to be the full problem. There's no point in getting rid of him. I said their season's done because I think mentally there's still problems and there's still players on this team that should not be it, and I think he's going to figure that out sooner rather than later. So next coming weeks,
2 weeks or so. One main issue will be really having a box-to-box midfield or lack of it, a midfielder, just missing that presence.
Mainu.
I mean, Mainu did get the chance, like literally after halftime, in that second half against that Burnley game to play. Which, I mean, I wouldn't say he was bad, but he wasn't good either. Like he was all right. But I feel like he would need to do a little more in order to get more consistent.
But I think part of it is because he's trying to pick up rhythm. The whole noise about him, that messes up a player. I'll give him slack. Because he's been hearing all the rumors about him not getting any minutes. He's been demanding, like I heard there was a rumor he might be demanding a loan, which I don't think that's true, but like it's just playing time. So there's like uncertainty, there's pressure now on him, unfair pressure, but that's okay. Now you have to capitalize on your moment,
Right.
So hopefully, like, give him another few games, and we'll see where he's at. But I think he should be starting on this team.
And the thing is,
really
like,
frustrating.
He will get minutes because, again, like after September or October, we just go down an injury bug all the time where it just feels like everybody gets hurt. So apparently Mason Mount is also out, although I thought it was a precaution, but we'll see what more news is with that. So, that definitely opens up the spot for, one of Mainu or Casemiro or Ugarte, whoever it is, like to get those minutes. At the same time, not failing to get Carlos Baleba this summer, like maybe it might like sort of hurt us this season, but at the same time, we're not trying to like go and win the league. The goal is hopefully to somehow get to European football standings, whether it does end up being the champs or the Europa or the conference, whatever it may be. And then hopefully next summer we can try and get him. That's what Brighton said. They would be open to a potential sale. And then Šeško, he's come off the bench the last 3 games, or like his first 3 Prem games. I think he's ready to play the full 90. I know. Okay. I think Amorim said that.
I have my doubts, but hopefully it proves me wrong because there's a player there.
There's a player, and I feel like we saw a lot more of that potential in that Burnley game, especially that aerial threat that we were talking about. He got 2 great looks, and my goodness, I mean, I knew this dude was great, like in the air, but holy cow, like it was even more.
What is it? I always forget the number. 6'5", you said?
He's 6'5". I mean, dude, the hang time was crazy. If you could like see that, I think it was like in the highlight clip they added it. So like, if we can like just bang in those crosses towards him, and hopefully like sometimes an open play just to get the ball towards his feet. I know like he did get some chances and his first touch was a little off, but hopefully with this international break where he gets a little more settled, maybe against the City game, I'd love to see him start the 90 minutes,
Yeah,
hopefully.
Who's your next opponent? City, right?
It's Manchester City, Saturday, September 14th.
Yeah, it's going to be another 2 weeks before that game because we are on international break, but I won't be watching that because I'm not a City fan, but like, I said my prediction is City, and we'll see how United respond. We'll see how City respond too because they lost, what was it, 2-1 against Brighton. Not a good look for City. Same problems that they had last year, just defensively again look weak. I think if I'm not mistaken, did they just get Donnarumma? There's so much breaking news right now, the sports world, but I think they got Donnarumma if I'm not mistaken, or they're about to sign him.
No, they signed him, and also I did forget. Man United also did get a new goalkeeper in Sean Alaman, so that was also another big weakness that we had, unfortunately.
Who cares? Every goalkeeper says De Gea.
Every new goalkeeper they get, he can save shots. He can save proper shots.
Again, I
You know
want to
what they're calling
clarify
him?
this.
It's a Courtois region. He's Belgian, 6'4".
Next topic. The reason I don't care is because, and I need to see it before I believe it, is they did it with Onana, and I don't have faith anymore in new transfers for United. I just have my doubts now. It's like,
You
like
still have
just have
doubts
to.
on Brian Mbumo and Matheus Cunha. They were new
Well, they're
transfers.
proven.
Okay.
They're proven. I'm talking about like players from other leagues.
I
And
mean, we
even
can't
so,
just always.
even so with Cunha, I had my doubts too. I was like, I don't know. Even with
But I
Cunha,
mean-
when United signed him, I had my doubts. But
Yeah, but at the same time, like we can't just continue to like get players from like the lower leagues in the Prem and like
no,
the
that's
ones
fair.
that
No,
don't
I
perform. Like
agree.
at some point
I-
we do need to like get
I
international
agree.
players.
It's just that again, it's been a recent trend this last few years where like they sign top talents or players from other leagues, or even from within the Prem, and then they just completely just fumble and fail.
That's fair.
So
At the
it's
same
like,
time, I just
that's
think
my
because of
concern.
the insane transfer fees and everything, it just like sort
Yeah.
of heightens expectations.
Not fair.
For Son Lamy, like we
Yeah.
just got him for like 21 mil. Sure, Sheshko,
Yeah.
we did get him for 85 mil, but I don't know, man. I just have belief in this guy. I think with a better
fair.
personnel
That's
with
fair.
Mbumo and Cunha and Bruno, like I think they'll really give him the service that like
The
Højlund was
talent-
missing. So
Yeah.
we'll see though.
Yeah, the talent is there, which is why I still have faith in him. But my concern is going to be how will he adapt? What will his second year look like?
Mhm.
What will this year? How will he finish off? How will United finish off? What will be again? It's the environment and the culture. Shout out again to Mr. Gaines for bringing that topic up. But what was a positive environment and culture right now? It's Liverpool. I mean, we'll start off their 1-0 victory over Arsenal. We both got it wrong. We thought it was going to be a 2-2 draw.
Mhm.
And Arsenal, man. There's a lot of Arsenal fans out there. I know I'm not trying to diss you guys. I'm not, even though I'm not the biggest part. But, I'm trying to be neutral as possible. A few years ago, I said I hope Arsenal win the Premier League. But right now, they're really frustrating me. It's hard to root against it. It's hard to root for this team because every year it's the same problems. And the only one I can really blame to is Mikel Arteta. I mean, how do you go up to Anfield, right? I want people to understand this. I don't know how to make a football or basketball comparison. This is like putting out two big centers in the modern NBA, let's say that, who both can't shoot the three ball, right? Like you put a power forward that can't shoot, and then it's like putting, I don't know, Giannis and
Rudy Gobert maybe.
Rudy Gobert together. I mean, yeah, your defense will be solid, but you're not getting anything from offensive production, especially if you're going against a high-powered offense that is Liverpool at Anfield. Sure, you can go defensive. Sure, you can do all that. But when you're going with the mid, you want to read this midfield? They had Rice. That's fair.
Okay.
Zubamendi. That's fair. Mikel Merino at the 10. Or even in the same. So you had.
I mean, I thought that was his
30
original position, right?
No, he was like a CDM. Like he's a deeper player.
Oh, really?
I know last year he was scoring like goals and stuff, but
And it was a 9 or like a false 9. But I thought like
yeah,
his
they use him
original
as like a
position
false
was
9
10.
because like his midfield ability is just not that great. Like his passing and there's like his physicality and his ability to progress the ball forward is just not at that level like a Rice or even a Zubamendi. But you're playing it with
because,
3.
Like, yeah. Well, I was gonna say
Just
like I think
3
Odegaard was
yeah.
injured. That's why. And like
No, that's
why
fair.
he
But
ended
why
up
did you
off the bench.
not? Why not start Eze? Why not? Why not? Why are you going with 3 minutes? No creativity. Who's gonna feed the ball to Gyökeres? Who's gonna give the ball to Saka? Who's gonna give the ball? Well, Saka wasn't playing, but who's gonna give the ball to Madueke, to Martinelli?
Yeah, you got a point.
Where's the progression in that? Poor Gyökeres, no service because he got locked down by, I think it was Joe Gomez, is he still there, and Van Dijk, if I'm not mistaken. And then Gabriel Martinelli. I mean, oh my lord, that dude needs. When Eze came on, yeah, now you know why Arsenal spent almost 50 to 60 million to get Eze, because Gabriel Martinelli, you're done, dude. I liked him a few years ago when he came onto the scene, but now I don't know what he's a shell of himself. And
I
it's
just
crazy
feel like
because
the
he's still a
last
young
3
player.
seasons, man. Yeah, he just hasn't been
He's
like
just a shell of himself. But Mikel Arteta, your days are numbered, buddy. If you don't win anything this year, this is it. There's no more escape. You had all this money saved up. You bought all these players. You bought Eze. You bought Gyökeres. You brought Zubamendi in. They just bought Hincapi from Bayer Leverkusen, I think.
Yeah.
You bought all your players. You got the best defenders, the 2 best, which is like Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. And Gabriel. I'm not going to pronounce his last name because I suck with last names. I can't pronounce. Magalhaes. Oh, there we go. You have all your players now. There's no more excuses anymore. There's no more. Games like this show why you have not won anything since, what was it, 2020 that they won the FA Cup?
This first season.
You made the champ, but titles. Because you're so timid in these games. And there's moments where Madrid were like that too in some games last year. So timid. That's why they lost. And I know Liverpool were not perfect either, but I mean, that Szoboszlai free kick. I mean, wow. I'm going to be practicing those. You think you can hit one of those or not?
Oh, Zobo? With those free kicks?
That free kick? Yeah, you think you can hit one?
There's no chance. There's no chance,
yeah, I mean,
man.
No chance.
I mean, bro, even like getting a perfect penalty, bro, like you don't know how much concentration it takes for me to like just get one. I know. And then like with that shot power and placement, bro, like nah.
Yeah.
But nah, like shout out
I was just curious if you.
Like,
that was
bro,
crazy free kick. Is that one of the best you've seen?
Yeah, it's up there. Low-key, I'm not gonna lie. The second free kick that Rice scored against Shaw, that was like those two
that
were
one was
definitely up there.
That one was that
was like picture perfect, man. This one, like it did kind of hit the post off, and then but it's like same thing. It's just like it's almost damn impossible to defend it.
Right.
It's almost bro. Like he CDM played as RB.
He's a cam. No, he's a cam. He was a cam.
He was a cam.
He was a cam at RB.
But he played right back.
But he played right back. Which is
and
insane.
He scored that free kick. Locked up
the Hungarian Valverde. That's what they're calling him.
Oh my goodness.
He's Liverpool's Valverde. And he locked up Martinelli, which is embarrassing if you're Martinelli. Embarrassing.
Like great dude, man. Great player. Can't say enough. And do you want to say like what else happened to Liverpool like after that game?
Yeah, so then, if I'm Liverpool fans right now, we beat the Arsenal, at Anfield. We got a decent group stage for the Champions League. We're in the top of the league. And then, we're just going to splash the cash and get the player that everyone's been talking about for this last 3 months since he announced that he wanted to leave. Alexander the Great, Isak, 130 million pounds. I think it's the largest, the most spent for a player in the Premier League.
It's the third biggest transfer fee like ever. I think after Neymar
insane and Mbappe.
Probably, yeah.
Mbappe. Yeah. I think when he went from
and Isak is third. Like, dude, that's just I don't know.
I know everyone say. Look, I don't know how they're gonna fit this in, because again, we've had these conversations. Pronounce his name. You do it. I can't.
Hugo. Call him Hugo.
I'm gonna call him Hugo. I'm gonna call him Baby Isak. How about that, Baby Isak?
No, call him Hugo.
They have Baby Isak. No, I'm gonna call him Baby Isak because he literally is Baby Isak at 23, and they got Alexander the Great at number 1.
He's also only 25, so like,
and he's still young, which is crazy. And their attacking options is insane. You can play McAllister and Gravenberch. You can play Dominic Szoboszlai with McAllister. It can be McAllister and then you got the attack with Chiesa. You can put Salah. You can play. That team is unfair, man. That team is unfair. They have depth. They have attack.
They also got Florian. They also got Florian Wirtz.
I forgot about Wirtz, who's like not been great, but I'd give him time. I'd give him slack. Not everyone is like a Lamine Yamal that comes in and dominates right away.
I don't think just because he hasn't scored a goal or assist, I wouldn't say he hasn't been great. I think
he just hasn't hit the stride. There's a lot of expectations on him because he is one of the best German players out there. He's young still. He was one of the best Bayer Leverkusen players out there, and a lot of teams wanted him. I think Madrid, City, Barca were looking after him, so he went to Liverpool. But Is the league over? Is Liverpool actually going to win the league, bro?
Just wait until Man United plays them.
Really?
And Man City.
That's true. Man City. I like to see how Man. But
Pep
I
has his
think.
numbers. I know Pep probably lost to them last year,
Man.
but I'm just saying, man, it ain't over till it's over.
Liverpool are going to be dangerous, man. There's just so many
But
ways they can play. They can play with two strikers. They can play with two on the wing. They can just play with Hugo and Baby Isak on the left. I'm going to call him Baby Isak. I love calling him Baby because he literally is. Oh, my God. There's so much expectations on Isak to perform now because now he's got Newcastle fans on him. Liverpool fans have been dying for him to get him. And then I'm just scared when we play them, man. I'm scared, man. I'm
not going to lie, man.
Voices.
I really wish that Newcastle, at least the one that we just had recently, I really wish at least that trip to Newcastle happened like later in the season after the signing rather than happening right away. Because my lord, I would have loved to see all the Geordies just like be all riled up. God knows what they would have come up with, chants-wise, banners-wise, everything-wise with Isak.
Oh my lord.
Oh, dude, that would have been insane. Also, like, I'd be really curious to see what Liverpool fans' reaction would be to Trent because, like, Trent, like, left as a free agent, played his contract out, won the Champions League, won the Prem twice, like, did everything that you can, like, expect a player to do, like, as respectfully as possible.
Yeah.
And still, the Liverpool fans just went absolutely berserk on him. But then on Isak, who was under contract.
It's the hypocrisy of fans. It's the hypocrisy of fans. It's the hypocrisy of fans. Fans can be very hypocrite at times. When it benefits them, they're happy and they're joy and they're silent. When it does against them, they're on their mouth on Twitter just talking and raving. For me, it's like maybe you could have handled it better. Same thing for Trent. Maybe you could have handled it better, But at the end of the day, it's players have the power now. This is literally the modern sport right now. Everyone has the power now. Everything is a business. Everything. What we're doing right now is a business. TikTok is a business. Contracts is a business. Everything's a business now. Phones are a business. Everything's a business now. If you want to get through in life, especially in this modern, everything is looked at with money and as a business now. There's no mercy, especially in the sport world. That's what it is. So I think for fans, we could just slack off and just put them in, be in their boots, sit in their perspective and be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense why he wants to leave. He wants to go compete. That makes sense. He wants to go to a new team and like be a brand at Real Madrid because it is just a bigger team than Liverpool. That's just facts. Like, sorry, that's just facts. Sorry, Liverpool fans. So, I mean, if they boo him, oh well. Just for me, it's ridiculous because that's a player that has literally won you two league titles, a Champions League, took you to 2 Champions League finals, one of them you winning. No, how many? No, 3. Sorry, 3. It's 3. 2018, the next year, and 2022.
Right. Yeah.
And 22. Sorry, that's 3.
Yeah.
The player took you 3 UCLs at a young age too, and he's never spoke bad about the club. He's always been loyal. He's never like said anything bad. He's a scouser. It's just that when Madrid is knocking, like it's like like it's like me. Like I love LA, but if I don't know, NYFC told me, "Yo, you want to work for us?" Yeah.
You're packing your bags.
I'm packing my bags. I'm leaving. I'm gone.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'm leaving. For the better of my career, I will do it. Yeah. And that's why Isak. That's why I defend Isak. Like I get it. Maybe he could have handled it better. Maybe there was, but so what? He wants to leave. Now he just has to perform.
Yep.
You got to score 20, 30 goals, buddy. 20, 30 goals. I'm telling you, 20 to 30 goals.
And he's been doing that the last 2 seasons.
He has been. There's been conversation about whether he's a better striker than Haaland. So you better prove that by winning the league title this year because now all the expectations and the favorite should be Liverpool. I'm still going to go City because I think they can have a run in there, and I think they have the midfield to do it. But the last 2 games, obviously, I've been losing faith on that prediction. But I'm still good. I'm not ride or die. I'm going to go with it. I might be embarrassed. I might look bad, but I don't care.
All right.
But yeah, no, crazy. Shout out to Liverpool fans. Hey, great weekend. I also had a great weekend. Besides all the Bruno thing, I had a great weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I had a great Labor Day weekend. You know,
Because
Friday was my birthday.
right,
We worked
happy
out
late
together.
birthday. Even though I did
Thank you.
push you, right?
22
Yes.
years of age. Same number as Rudiger.
Yes, sir.
Who else? What's the number 22? Who else has a 22? Who's 22
Clayton
in Liverpool?
Kershaw of Los Angeles
Oh,
Dodgers.
Clayton Kershaw. There we go. That little LA
Yes, sir.
reference. Also want to show this off. I am a cleats obsessionist, and you know my birthday presents. You know, like look, the box just fell, but I'm just showing people like, dude, I am obsessed with cleats. This is a Jude Bellingham mark. I think this is. I've been waiting for these cleats for like almost a year to get them for prices to drop. So I can't wait to play at lap 5 and play around with them and shoot some free kicks. Probably recreate the Zabaslai.
Yes, sir.
Get some food. Yep, get some foodie pictures and stuff like that. I'm just. Do you have a favorite cleat in there, Aritra? Now that we shift a little bit to the conversation.
I mean, dude, I always love the classic like Adidas Preds that David Beckham used to rep.
Oh, the Preds, yeah.
I forgot what
That's
the
why
specific version is called. Like it's like the red with like the black stripes and everything.
Oh yes.
Or
Yeah, no, me
red,
too. I'm a sucker for the Mercurials for Nikes, and then obviously Predators are just my favorite. So, yeah, I'm just been looking at them, just waiting for them to be in action because obviously I'm not a professional player, but you know, I've been going 3 years without having cleats on, and I'm playing with my Vans or my disgusting white shoes. So finally, I have two. I have also the Mbappe's 2025 Mercurials as well, the purple ones with the golden stripes. I was like, oh yeah. So I have two now. So there's no excuses for me not to pull up in some cleats, man. But yeah, it was a good birthday. But the also reason I had a good birthday is because Real Madrid won as well.
Yes, sir.
And I had a lot of See, I should have had the shades on too. I know Man United won and Bruno scored a pen. Whoopie-doo. Man City lost. Whoopie-doo. And I got this Arsenal prediction wrong. And Liverpool might smoke us when we go up to Anfield. They might because of the Isak signing. But I got a lot of predictions right. I'm just that good.
You are on fire. I will say that.
For my audiences, I'm joking. Obviously, I'm not trying to be arrogant or anything. But I called it. I said Barca were going to drop points.
Mm-hmm.
Then I said 1-1. They'll drop points because going to Vallecas is a tough ground to go to. Controversy. There's a lot of controversy.
And after that VAR call, bro, like the Barca fans, they never heard the end of it.
They did not hear the end of it. But all I'm saying is it's a little suspicious that like VAR was not working at that game. And then Lamine had that what I don't think was a pen, looking back on it, because I think he ran into the player's leg. I don't think that was a pen that Lamine got, but cool with him. But I love the celebration too. He's doing the LeBron one. He puts the crown in. I like it. Now I don't think it's a pen, but that's tough. I might do that. EFC at that. Why not? Put that too. I need that celly. I might be hitting that after I work out, after I hit a PR set or a record. I'm like, But no, I'm just happy I call it. Like it's, I think there's a lot of points that we should talk about Barca, but I won't go too much. I think the main thing was offensively, they haven't been that great this year so far. Heavily relying on Lamine. They are, but I mean offensively, they're kind of like United in the way where like they're creating chances. I think they're one of the best in creating chances and with expected goals. So offensively, they're still creating chances. But one of the main issues right now is just finishing them. And obviously, Rafinha hasn't had a great start. I don't think Rashford's got a goal. I don't even think Lewandowski's been starting. I think Fran has been there. Obviously, he's been relying on Lamine to get goals and Pedri too. I know Pedri, I think he scored in the last game before that for the 3-2 comeback win versus Levante. But defensively, they've been weak. So Inago Martinez, man, they really miss him. They really are missing Inago Martinez, and it's evident. And the other thing, which is one of the things that people have called out with Hansi Flick, is can you sustain this system for a period of time? Because again, playing that high line, extremely risky, because obviously when you have teams that have pace and attack and they're intelligent with the runs that they make, they can catch you off guard. So when you lose an experienced player like Inago Williams, I was going to say Inaki Williams, but Inago Martinez, Jesus, your defense is going to be susceptible to those attacks. So our team's figuring it out. I'm not too sure yet. And you saw even last year, like Inter, even Bayern at times in the first few games before they got smoked, is defensively Barca are going to be weak, especially with this anti-flick team. But offensively, that's carrying them around, which is why I still think they're still in it. They're still probably going to compete. It's just the league's not over or anything like that. There are weak points with their defense, but I think offensively, if they start finding the groove with Rashford and Rafinha gets back to that Ballon d'Or level level that he was playing at, I think Barca's still in it. But there are weak points, and I think defensively that is one of the main things that Barca fans are going to have to be very careful for, because you got Christensen back, and then are you going to really put all that pressure on Kubarsi, who I know is a talent, but again, 18, 19, you're going to put all that. It's a risk, but we'll see how he'll respond. Maybe he does, and then Barca just go on to continue doing what they're doing. I'm just hoping Madrid don't mess it up and actually capitalize if we do play them. But going back to Madrid, I called it too.
You did.
I said Madrid were going to win. I did say 3-1. I wish it was 3-1.
Yeah. Mbappe had multiple chances to make it 3-1.
Multiple. I said Mbappe should have scored, and he was going to score. I said a midfielder was going to score, but it was
like 2 or 3 times he got called for offsides?
Called for offside. I think one of them
offsides never leave this man. Is he like too fast? Like, what do you think?
He just doesn't time him right, or he's just literally just too fast to the point where and then again, he's adapting to being like the striker. There's still an adaptation period to him, but no, I'm just happy to see that he's at least clinical. Like the chances that he had, he was scoring them, man. So good for him. Good for him. But I called it. I said Muriqi was going to score. I said either Muriqi or Maffeo was going to score, and I said it was a header. It was funny because I was watching the game at home, like in my living room for the first time in a while. So I saw the corner. I was like, dude, he's going to score here in his knee. So everyone in my family in the living room was like, bro, why are you screaming? I said, I called it. I knew this guy was going to score. Always put your money for this guy scoring, bro. He always scores against us. I haven't checked up the stats, but the next time we play him, I will literally look up what's his records to that he scored against Madrid, because he always scores against us, and it's really infuriating. It really infuriates me, but I'm happy we won. There's still conversations about offensively, Guler spot. Franco started again, but again, I don't think those two have looked great so far. Franco, I'm more patient because obviously this is his first game that he started at the Bernabeu. I'm not going to go in on a kid who just played his first game at the Bernabeu starting. He's 2 games into his Madrid career, and there's still obviously a lot of holes that he needs to develop. And then, but with Arda, there's no excuses. I need him to do better physically. He needs to be defensively better. There needs to be more dog in him when it comes to getting those chances, more clinical and more decisive. I think that's one of the reasons why we're hyped to see Camavinga back and Jude back, because we need to see that physical presence and that just ability to drive the ball. Because the thing with Jude back, you have that creativity. You have the IQ. You have the man who's going to make those runs, who's going to make that final pass, who's going to combine and link up with his players, because that's who he is. He is the smartest player on our team. He's the most physically, besides Valverde, he's the second most physically gifted player on our team. He's the one that defends and tracks back. He's the one that scores the goals. He's the one that scores the headers. He's the one that just links up everything and makes everything just more efficient and more deadlier, especially with Mbappe and Vinny. So I can't wait to see him back. And, Guler got to do better. Got to do better. That's all I really can say about Arda is, you got to do better. Got to do better. But, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. There's nothing much. Other transfers, I know Fabrizio's had a stinker of a summer. He's had a lot of transfers wrong.
Why do you think so? Because I kind of disagree.
No, I mean, he got the Mark Guay signing wrong. He said, here we go, and then that was proven wrong. I think the whole thing with the Eze thing was proven wrong in his end. He said that Tottenham were in there, but I'm not going to count him for that. There's another one with a Tottenham player. He's just had a lot of predictions, I'm not mistaken, very wrong. He's not predictions, but signings. The here we go is too early, and then they're just not right. And then another one. Do you remember the presentation for who was the player in the Portuguese league? Lucas de Jong. No one knew that was happening. Luke de Jong. He missed out, so that was oh wow, Fabrizio didn't get that one. He's had a rough summer, and it's proven because he made out a tweet where he was thanking all the fans. But Fabrizio's funny. He can sometimes sarcastically get in there, but he'll be back.
Yeah.
I've had my issues with Fabrizio, but I'm not gonna go into it because I've had my issues, but I'm not gonna go into that much.
I think we just
we have enough time.
View it differently, just slightly. I think The problem is people are confusing like here we go with like the because like he has a post where he says official,
Right.
and that's where like the player is presented, like the deal is being signed, whatever. The
Mhm.
here we go. I think at least the way I interpret it, is him being like, hey, the deal was agreed with both sides. Player sides agreed.
Right.
Basically, the player is now on his way to get his medical done and everything.
Yeah.
And a lot of the signs where you said like it failed, like with the Guay one. I mean, one of Crystal Palace's replacement, that deal collapsed last second too. And apparently, there's reports coming with the Palace manager Oliver Glasner being like, basically threatening the Palace whoever is in charge of their transfers. Like, if you don't like get Guay back, like I'm basically leaving. The one
Right.
manager that brought them their first like silverware is threatening to leave, right? Like Fabrizio can't predict that, man. And he did like, later on like bring those information to public,
Yeah, that's fair to
share
him.
the off.
I'm just saying,
And just
like,
like with other, yeah, just like with the other, like I think the
that's
other
fair.
stuff
No,
too.
that's fair. No, that's fair. That's fair. My only thing is with Fabrizio is there's a lot of controversy around like the things he reports and stuff like that. And then the here he goes. Like I think
Yeah,
sometimes it's like, okay, we should be patient with it a little bit more, like the
yeah.
build up to it to get views and stuff. Which I mean, again, going back, it's a business. I understand. This is why I have my issues with them. Why
It's a
people
business.
should
Yeah, he's profitable. He's also like, and I mean, yeah, the here we
the
go is
the
just
top
like
journalist alongside David Ornstein.
right.
Everyone should go to more often. David Ornstein is probably for me the
Facts.
GOAT.
I just think
Um,
personally, I kind of like that content that Fabrizio makes about like the specific detail. Now, obviously,
I like them too.
there was that one point with Jokeresh where I did get very annoyed. Where he was like, "Oh yeah, the here we go post will be soon," and it took like another 2-3 posts of like him basically regurgitating like almost the same info,
Yeah, they
and
did the
then the
he
here
did
we
the
go
same thing
came.
with Mbappe.
And
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
he did the same
man,
thing.
like exactly, yeah, with like the biggest potential signings of like every summer, he kind
Right.
of does that, and I'm like, man,
Yeah,
we
like,
don't
dude,
exactly need
cut
that.
it
Just
out, bro. Yeah, like
like
cut it
if it
out.
takes more than a week or two, okay, I can
Right.
understand.
That's why. Shout out to Woj. That's why we love Woj because Woj will
But
just literally report it and then like boom, he'll be silent for like 2 weeks on it and then
Woj
boom,
bump, yep.
Woj bomb, breaking news. That's why we love Woj. Shout out to you, Woj. I love you, man. You're my guy. But yeah, I'm hoping one day we get the Fabrizio and Woj sit down, man. Like
Dude,
the
that'd be
biggest,
crazy.
maybe imagine a podcast. Adam Schefter,
Mm-hmm.
who's for MLB, Jeff Passons,
Mm-hmm.
Adrian
Jeff Bezos, yeah.
Wojnarowski,
Yep. Nah, I guess
who's
Shams
Shams in
Charania
there,
now. Yeah,
Shams Charania, who's for hockey.
I don't know.
Here's a podcast idea: Woj, Shams, Jeff, Fabrizio, David Ornstein, whoever else you want to put in there. Who's for
Shefty, I guess Adam Schefter.
Adam Schefter. Make a podcast. Make one episode. Your funniest stories, dude. You know how much views that would get?
Dude,
Come on,
dude.
just all of them
That's a $1 million
entertainment.
idea right there.
That's a.
Oh my god,
I'm gonna make phone calls.
dude,
I'll
you're a
tag them too.
genius.
Be like, dude, just set up a pod. We will love in 1 hour. Just 1 hour talk. Like, dude, guys, like, dude, what's the best? What's the funniest? What's the most funniest fail story?
Mm-hmm.
Like, all of them shared their story. Like, we just do it. Do it.
And
Just
then
one
like, bro,
episode.
just like them discovering like the parallels across sports of like how there's still like a decent amount of similarities.
I'm a
and stuff.
genius.
Like,
I
dude,
am a
that's
genius.
so interesting.
I'll host
Bro,
it. I sign up for it. I'll grab people from. You
bro,
get your
make
people,
this
whatever.
idea go viral. Make it go viral.
I will do it.
All
I
of
will
you.
do it. I will
You
do it.
do it.
I will do it.
Viewers do it.
I will
like,
host
everybody.
it. I will host it. I probably
Oh
won't
my
host it. I'd
goodness.
fumble my words.
I don't know if you'll get it, but dude, if you do get the chance,
Yes,
though,
we need to
that'd be
like because
so
it's
dope.
transfers. I know MLB season's starting up soon. I know we've been having NFL.
MLB's bro. MLB. If anything, the playoffs are sooner than the season.
Yeah, and then
off.
obviously we had NBA
Playoffs are
summer
next month.
with but
yeah,
there's just something like that. Come on, that would be so interesting for all the top sports. Like sports journalists.
Yeah, and low-key, like this time of the
insiders, all the
time.
insiders,
Yeah.
all the elite insiders come together, talk, give out the stories. What is life like? Like that would be money. But yeah. But speaking about GOATs, one final thing before we head off. Messi, man.
Why are you
I'm
crying?
not tearing up. Messi,
Oh.
man. This is it, bro. This is it for him. He's probably going to play his last 2 ever World Cup qualifying games with the Argentina team. Oh, man,
Wait,
look.
you
I'm a
think he's
Madrid
not playing in
fan.
the World Cup?
No, he's playing in the World Cup, but I'm taking like qualifiers and in Argentina. He's done.
Oh, okay, I see.
Like those, but it's sad because Messi has had so many memories in this World Cup. I remember watching as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
The game, the hat trick against Ecuador or Venezuela. I don't even remember who he scored. He had a hat trick to take Argentina to the World Cup final. The moments, the carry job when in the Copa Americas. He's playing his last game at El Monumental. When Riquelme walked up with him and he had that emotional speech after the World Cup at the Bombonera.
Mm-hmm.
Give me some other. I don't even know some other matches because he's had so many. I can't even name, man. It's an honor watching you, Leo, with the selección. And I'm going to Argentina too, probably in October. So, which sucks. I wish I could have gone to like one of their international games.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that before he retires, I get to watch one Messi game because I know I'm a Madrid fan, and if I was to pay money, I would see Ronaldo over Messi because I'm a Madrid fan. But man, that doesn't mean I don't hate Messi. I love him. I think he's the GOAT. And man, it's gonna be sad when he's gone, man. All of our GOATs are leaving. LeBron, Ronaldo's
Messi,
up in there.
Ronaldo.
Messi. It's almost done for Ronaldo when he's putting the ring on Georgina, man. It's coming to an end, man. Brady retired 2 years ago. Bron soon. Messi soon. Who else? Djokovic is soon. We're getting old, man. I'm 22. You're
that
23.
Just creates new path for the younger generation or the middle generation to take that next step and show your greatness. And we see that in Mbappe. We see that in Lamine Yamal. We see that, we'll probably see that even more in some of the other players on the come up or has the opportunity. So sports is sports, man. Legends come and go, but their stories never die.
We love you, Messi. We love you. And if you're not a real soccer fan, you love Messi, man. I'm gonna be watching that game on Thursday, man. It's gonna be emotional, especially at the Monumental. It's gonna be emotional. You should tune into any soccer fans. Tune into that game. The GOAT will play his last game at his home ground. The most polarizing, the loudest, most passionate fans, arguably in the world, at that stadium, the Monumental. It's gonna be iconic. I want to see a Messi hat trick or at least a free kick. I need to see that, or a crazy assist. I need to see that for the GOAT. But that's it, man. I have nothing much. That's it. International break's coming up. I'm hoping to get some of my boys who know USA talk just so we can talk about the international team as well. Yeah, and that's pretty much it, bro. That's all I got.
That's all I got too.
Oh, by the way, Suarez, you're a pig.
Oh my
disgusting
goodness.
What he did.
Bro, wow.
You saw that?
I couldn't believe it. I just started off with 2010.
Suarez has had. I'm not even ending up because now I remember Suarez. Now I thought about Messi, and then I remember Inter Miami, and then I remember their loss against Seattle Sounders this past weekend. Suarez is one of the most disgusting players I think I've ever seen play this game. He had the bite against, I believe it was Skirtle when he was with Liverpool. No, who was it that he bit when he was with Liverpool?
Chiellini was one, I think.
Chiellini was in the World Cup. Right. Chiellini, yep, in the World Cup.
There was also one in the I forget against
in the Prem.
Right,
I forgot too.
He had that blatant handball against Ghana.
And then he had the racist remarks against Patrice Evra, whether he meant it or not. Still very responsible and very stupid. And then today, the spitting in the mat. I mean, what is wrong with this guy? Better suspend this guy. There's a lot of people hate. They hate Pepe. They hate Ramos. They hate even Ronaldo for his arrogance. But I rarely hear people hate Suarez unless you're from Ghana because of what he did, or you're Chiellini. One of the most disgusting players I think I've ever seen play this game. I respect his game. But the guy himself, no. Don't attack me. Sorry. But I just think, just a pig. It's a prick. Sorry. I have to say, I have to give my opinions out. I have to give my opinions out. Plus, he's retiring soon, so I don't care. Sorry to end it off in a negative way, but no like Suarez. Do you like Suarez?
Not really.
We don't like Suarez
No.
on this account. Unless you're a Barca fan and you let that stuff
Or a
slide.
Liverpool fan, and he was like one of your best strikers for a minute.
Right. But fair enough. All right, that was it for the 5th episode of the Outlaw Podcast. Tune in to our YouTube and Spotify accounts to listen into any past episodes 1 through 4. Obviously, follow our Instagram and our TikTok accounts for any clips or reels that you've seen. If you disagree with us, let us know in the comments sections, whatever. Like disagree, you have takes, you want to hop on, email me, email Robin Stone, Batman. You want to hop on, and I'm hoping we get we start something new with all the top sports insiders that hop on a podcast and just be like, dude, let's just hop on. Let's do it. Will it happen? Probably not. But, I mean, dude, it'll be crazy, right? Come on. I'm just saying. I'm just bringing that up. But thank you so much for listening and tuning in. Thank you, Richard, again, and have a good rest of your day.
See y'all.